I would like to talk about the possibility of future remakes and want to stay on the topic of remakes and remasters, both for movies and video games. For example, they're thinking about making Resident Evil 4. Actually, they're remaking that already. And I'm kind of divided by that because we already got 2, we already got 3, and if anything needs a remake, it's Code Veronica and or Dead Aim or Survivor. Make that a good game. Make that a good game because that needs a remake. That needs a remake like forever. So yeah, that's kind of what I want to talk about because you we seem to remake a lot of films and a lot of things that already are just have this stain, this positive stain onto media and so on and so forth. Like you got Friday the 13th, it didn't need to be remade, but it got remade. It wasn't that bad, but it wasn't as good either. The Nightmare on Elm Street remake did not need to be remade at all. That was absolutely the worst. If you like Freddy Krueger, that's good, but if you don't like the witty, kind of scary Robert Englund Freddy Krueger and you just want a boring, very boring, "Hi kids, I'm going to kill you" kind of Freddy Krueger, then maybe the remake will be up your alley. But no, it's pretty bad. And so, like, basically, my point is, why don't you remake stuff that needs to be remade? Like movies that had potential but failed, and the cause of that are bad. Like, there's going to be a remake of Dune. I can understand that. I'm the biggest David Lynch film probably of all time, but yeah, Dune bored the crap out of me. I watched the most as I could of Dune, and yeah, it didn't go very well. So yeah, things that seem to have failed or things that seem to have not really, you know, succeeded in the first place don't exactly need a remake because it's a good possibility. Because if you're trying to up the ante on remaking a classic, there's a good chance that you're going to mess it up. You're going to make it fail, and it's going to be absolutely terrible. Please, for the love of God, don't remake good movies if they don't need to be remade. You can do like Dracula or Frankenstein. I mean, that's just an every generational thing. It's like for Dracula, it started out with Nosferatu, then it went from the stage play with Bela Lugosi. Then Bela Lugosi got hired as the actor because the previous actor died, or I can't believe I forgot his Lon Chaney Sr. Wow. So Lon Chaney Sr. died, and they had to remake, they had to, make a movie for Dracula. Then they made another movie on Dracula. They made another movie on Dracula. Universal, it went from anybody who had the rights to do it, they could. And we got the '90s Dracula, which is pretty good. We got the old Dracula, which is pretty good. So remakes of a good franchise can happen and they can be good, but unlike Dracula, Frankenstein, or The Invisible Man, which I've yet to see, but I've heard really, really good things about it. I was imagining like the same actor and the same get up and everything with the big giant eyeglasses, but apparently this is something completely different. So I'm interested in seeing that. But man, I'm probably going off topic here. Yeah. So again, yeah, to the point. A lot of things don't exactly need to be remade unless it's something that probably actually really needs to be remade. Like, let's say, for example, let's see here. Um, what's a really bad movie that we could remake and make it good? No, Trolls, no. No, it's too late for Trolls. Um, But if you did, you have to make it at least a little bit good. Or to some of the fans who it accumulated like cult status over the years, you gotta make it a little campy here and there. No, so Trolls won't do. That has too much of a cult following to it. So let's see here. What's a movie I can't stand? Creature of the Haunted Sea. I love me some Roger Corman, but my God, he must have written that on like a ton of acid and written it with a bunch of beatniks that are sitting right next to him. You know the types. Hey man, yeah, I can't even do a beatnik accent. Oh, yeah, something like Creature of the Haunted Sea needs a remake, and it needs it like, yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool because the concept is cool. A bunch of criminals run away from a job and they're being stalked by a creature underwater, and they reach an island where the creature comes up and tries to kill them. It's such a simple little thing, but yeah, yeah, that could do. It could probably do a lot better than what the original did. I know there's fans of the original, and I'm not trying to stain all over Roger Corman, because I do like some of his movies. So yeah, I think that one needs to be remade. So yeah, this is completely unscripted. I'm sorry for the awkwardness, but I'm not used to talking a lot, especially toward other people or whatever. I'm just mostly stoic. I do most of my things by actions, and I do have an intelligent mind. I just can't. It's kind of like my mouth went open and my mind went dead, kind of thing. So you're gonna have to forgive me for that. But anyway, remake movies that absolutely need to be remade. Don't remake movies fucking that already classics to begin with. Like I said, it's a good chance you're going to mess it up and you're going to lose a lot of money or gain a lot of money. You could do it the producer's way, or you could do it the regular way. And instead of being a greedy bastard, I think people need to do it the regular way.